There's the visitor center here in Fairbanks. There's the Eskimo family. I don't know how this is going to come out. Doesn't look very good to me. The mother, father, I guess. The dog yet on this side, and then here's a little girl. Come out, I'm sure of it. There's a little girl. If I bring them in close, I can get their faces. There's a dog. There. And below the statue, I don't know if we got, and there's a clock in the back. We're here at 10:25. The ice are about 4 by 4 by 4. Where before I didn't get them.
Stacked them up, huh?
This is at the ice carving thing in downtown Fairbanks. There's a bear and a fish. They carve them out of big blocks of ice.
We need more copies.
Here's
No, I couldn't.
moose.
I wish I could.
There's a moose. I'm getting him from a different angle.
We need more
Once again.
Oh, is that right?
That's what you pay $5 and money goes towards that.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's like these two wolves there, man.
Looks like it to me. There's a moose.
Yeah, I got the
I like
moose.
that.
What's that one there?
Sheep.
Muscat?
Oh, sheep. I like that. Yeah, muscat.
Muscat. And here I get the doll sheep. There's the doll sheep from the front. You can see how those horns are so exact. Kind of been pretty good. Full pander. Full man.
I can't remember.
This is ice hockey.
Oh, really? It's got our own personality. Angel is, people. Yeah. And this is the tripod that they, in the Tripod Gift Center. Look at all the beautiful flowers. They plant 12,000 flowers around here in spring. These moose horns. And there's, that's what they use to guess the ice breakup. One time it's going to break up and so forth. This is in Nanana.
Train going over there. That's going to Denali, back up to Fairbanks.
Let's pull in. Here.
No, that's, oh,
No,
I thought it was money.
train. Oh, I would book that. See, it was a wide thing like that.
Pretty car. Oh, stop. That's on
There's the
Explorer. Kinley Explorer. And Princess Tour.
Raptors come down there, up there rather. We'll get them when they get right here. Right here is a little rough water. No, you're not in my way. You won't be in my way. Just about here where we camped last time in '89. Up on the hill behind us. Water. That one's through it. Another one starting in it. He kept his pretty straight coming through there. He's just about through it all. Here comes another one. Water. Boom, boom. Boy, I bet that's cold today. He's through it. Yeah, he's just about through it now. I'll go back and get this one. He's going through it. That's the fourth one, the last one. There they go down the river. Hope I'll leave it back here clearer. There's a mountain stream coming down and through below a railroad trestle. That's where the Alaskan Railroad runs on to Fairbanks from Denali. It's out now. He's going to go through some more whitewater. And this battery shows it's blinking like mad. It's going to quit, but that's all right if it does. We'll at least have some of them.
It's coming through now.
Another one coming through. Yeah, there's another one. I don't know where this other one went. I don't see him.
Going through. 2 of them at a time on that.
There's one. There's 2 of them there. Going through. He's going through sideways. They're going through sideways.
There it is.
Fourth one coming. There's the fourth one coming. Well, we ought to have enough after this of all the whitewater rafting.
You got some of the train. I didn't get the train.
Looking out. No, that's just fine. This is the office to the campground we're in right now. This is at Denali away. There's a private shower rooms there. There's 5 of them. They're private. One you get your own shower, toilet, washable lamp. And it's a campground from down here. We're way down at that. I'm going up on top and take a picture. There's our camper sitting right in the middle down there, right in the center. And there's Chuck and Shirley's. Now, Jerry and Peg are on the other side of that last trailer that's in the middle there, but they're not there right now. And this is the view from the top where I showed you where the office was. View of the mountains. It's pretty clear up on those mountains, but it's not clear all the way around. It's just a pretty view of the valley where we're parked in.
Big bridge with a big gulch in it, going from to Denali Park. Some of the pretty scenery out here. This is called Nenana River Canyon. There's where the railroad goes. There's the river. Oh, the rafters. Pretty sunny day today. River does. Now there's a place that they're parked. Oh, we parked there I think last 6 years ago when we were there. They've got equipment there now. There's a little island in the middle there of that river. Goes both ways anyway. I don't know if this come out how big they are, but they are massive. Man, way up there. There's Manana River, off Slime Creek, and there's some more mountains. Going in the, well, it was in the Nanana River Canyon. I don't know if it still is. I guess so, yeah, the Nanana River's along here. Pretty mountains up there, too. The way the sun's hitting them. Dip in the road. I believe that's Mount McKinley. If it is, we sure got it clear. Boy, it's pretty.
McKinley again, or Denali, whichever way you want to call it. It's clearer than we saw it in '89 when we went in the park.
Oh, there's a cloud going over it now. Look at it.
Yeah. You still see it. The clouds are in front of it now. I guess that right there in the center is the highest peak. I guess that looks higher than that one over there. I don't know.
This is called Broad Summit. Lowest summit, I believe, but pretty mountains, trees, lake. And then the Mount McKinley. Has a cloud hanging in it now. I guess they're rocks, but they look like sand.
This is a mountain range. We're standing on top of Hurricane Gulch. Take mountain range first. Then I want to come down into the gulch. And on down into the gulch, you see a little stream, a river. There's a stream running. There it goes. There's the stream. Water's moving at a pretty good pace through here. Uh-oh. The bridge is shaking and Carol is shaking. There, that water's being turned there which way but loose there. This is looking the other way. And up through the valley.
Be careful, Shirley. That was a glacier over there in the mountain. You could see it, the lines there coming down. This is the Alaska Veterans Memorial. It's for each one. Navy, Army, Coast Guard. Army, Marine, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard.
Pretty view. This is a parking area right along the road, and 135 miles above Anchorage. And I think that's Denali over there in the middle, but we can't see it very good here. There's some very jagged peaks here on this one. It's in the same spot, just different angle.
Some pretty traveling here. Fireweed on the side of the road, pretty clouds and sky, trees. North of Anchorage on the George Parks Highway. We got some pretty scenery here, but we got some bad road. We're going into Wasilla, which is a little north of Anchorage. Beautiful mountains there. But the road is really bad. It's sticking out here in Wasilla. What?
This is a view we have from our campground at night. This is at Wasilla, Alaska. We're about 4 miles south of Wasilla, where we stopped at a Walmart, the only Walmart in Alaska that we know of. Were they ever lucky we came along? Pretty clouds all the way around. Hopefully it'll be pretty tomorrow morning. I'll take some pictures of the mountain where they ain't in the shade. I thought I'd better take them tonight too. Never know. This is a view from the side of the campground. See the snow-covered mountains. There's what I had before. This is coming around the other way now.
I don't know if it's best view, I think it is.
Yeah, the name is Best View RV Park, and I think it is. Good shot of the same thing.
This is Turnagain Arm, which is coming Cook Inlet, coming down from Anchorage towards Portage. The tide's going out now. When the tide comes back in, it's called a board tide. It has heights of what, 20 foot or more. Road drives around the Turnagain Arm. These are the Chilkat Mountains.
Yeah. This is Turnagain Arm, and we just stopped, let some traffic by, and take some pictures. We got to go all the way around, and way over there. Tide's going out, so you mud flats out here after a while.
One out here, I guess. Don, we got traffic behind us. Okay, go off another.
Whoops. Well, I almost missed it. Hanging in the mountains and waterfalls underneath them. The turning an arm area. This is very pretty here. Clouds and the snow and glaciers in the mountains and sun, trees in the road. We're heading to Portage now, 11 miles. Just past Alyeska Resort. The skiing resort is. Fireweed. That's a pretty thing. There's a glacier hanging there. Or maybe that's that one we see at the Willowa Campground. I don't know. I don't think so, but it might be.
Might run in.
I don't think I took pictures of the green trees and the water over here.
A little traffic.
Little traffic, yeah. And there's the glaciers. It's a beautiful drive. Turning an arm and Cook Inlet. Captain Cook got so far and said, I'm going to have to turn again, and that's how it got its name.
This is what we think is Middle Glacier, because this was all the way down to the ground 6 years ago when we were here. Now it's way up there. The clouds are fog, or clouds are hanging in it. But it's got to be been receding at least 1,000 feet, I'm sure. Maybe 1,500 feet by now. Pretty, anyhow. We're here and it's back there. This is it. We're going down to see Portage Glacier now. The icebergs now that fell off a Portage Glacier, were calved off there. Portage Glacier was all the way down to the ground, all the way down to the water back in there. It's no longer there. It's there, but I mean it doesn't come all the way down to the water. It stops up higher.
Push it on down. No, it has to be there.
There where the boat goes out. 6 years ago, it just started running the boat. I don't see the boat at all right now. A lot of mist today. I'm feeling it. I don't think you feel it when you watch these, but I'll just take the blue icebergs that are sitting here from the glacier, from Portage Glacier. This at the visitor center now. There's the rest of it. Now the rain has hit the view, the picture thing, I guess, the viewport. Anyhow, looking out the window of the visitor center now. All the icebergs floating around. Now way back up there in the center of the picture right now is where glacier is, but you can't see it. There it is right there in the center, right smack in the center.
Let's see if we can see this amongst the raindrops and the windshield wiper. There's a rainbow up here. We're coming back to it, I think. There, maybe we can get it.
There we are. Can you see it?
Hopefully, it'll come in. It's all gone now?
Yeah.
We have rain again. It's new. We're going to head on down to Seward.
Running out.
the other side of the pass, there ain't no rain.
This is a pretty area.
Funny how that works.
Yeah, this is all green and very pretty green. And then we're on the other side of the pass, and I don't think we're going to have raindrops. We have it on the windshield, but pretty. Have some waterfalls. That's Canyon Creek. Big waterfall out here. Exit Glacier that we rode out to on a bad road, but it's beautiful, beautiful glacier. It's blue. Walk up to it.
Other two couples didn't want to come with it.
This is where it was in 1924. We saw it in 89. It's receded now. There's one up there too.
That's an overhanging glacier. Here's two glaciers now. I imagine that at one time they were both connected. And how pretty and blue it is. It's really blue. Those are crevasses, or we would call them a crevice, but a crevasse. That's how blue it is. And there's Carol.
How little I am.
Carol in front of it. Okay. Now I'm going to pan across.
Well, it's probably way down where you are in 89.
Yeah. Probably by where I am in 89 when we were here. That's a pretty glacier. And you walk right up to it almost. To where they don't want you to walk no more. And up on the top, which we can't see now, is that other one hanging over.
Gosh, that's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty. I'll bring that blue in. That's like a cave.
Yeah. Sure is.
You see the other one above it now coming down, but it ain't touching it. It's a different glacier, I guess, unless it was all a part of this one at one time.
Oh,
I think there's a pretty blue area too, right in there.
odd, because it looked as though...
There's a rock. We didn't see that in 89, we don't think. It's pretty. There it is again. One last shot of it. And the other one at the top. This is from a little booth where they're explaining some of this stuff.
These exit glaciers crevasses can be more than 100 feet deep.
Yeah.
There's a roaring river coming from the glacier. It's really roaring.
Kenai Lake. Now this is looking south towards Seward, where we just came from. Yesterday when we came back here, it was all rain, so we didn't take any. So we'll take it on the way back now. That's Kenai Lake. I'll get it from a different angle. Pretty there, looking that way now. So we have a real reflection in the lake. Mirror there. Here's a pretty lake. This is some more of Kenai Lake. This is going over towards Soldotna now. It's reflections in it. And I hear the lake is getting greener. And you can't see the tops of the mountains very much. people in a, I don't know, it's like a double, I forget what you call them, boat. And going on down the river. Pretty blue. Up here there's white water. I remember that lodge up there. I remember that building from '89. That's Kenai Princess River Lodge Motel and RV Park. People fishing out in the river. There, I'm gonna get that. There goes the rafter down that way. Won't see no more of them, so I'll take some more of the fishermen out in the river. They're just standing out in the river fishing for salmon. There's another rafter going right by in front of me. This is the Russian River area. Kenai, the town of Kenai on the Kenai Peninsula. And we came out here looking for beluga whales that they said might be around here by about 7:30. Well, you can see it's 10:30 here, but that's really only 7:30. We're 3 hours difference. So we just haven't changed the time on the thing. So, haven't seen anything, but over here the sun's hitting real bright on the water. This is Cook Inlet. And we're on top, we're up high on the bluff. The conclusion that those are mountains over there. They're not clouds. And this is part of the Cook Inlet, so that's where it's coming into, I guess, we gather. Don't know exactly.
What?
Nothing. This is behind our truck camper now, where we're staying at River Terrace in Soldotna.
Kenai River.
Kenai River. This battery has decided it's going to start blinking. Yeah, I do. I want it to blink because I want it to go dead before we go to the bears. The what?
Where they're catching the salmon.
Yeah, there's some fishermen over there in the water. They're waiting. You can wade in here too. He said it's about, you got about 5 or 6 or maybe 12 foot from shore. And this is Mount Redoubt. This is Mount Redoubt, and this one over here is a different mount. This is Cook Inlet here. We're on our way down. We're about 48 miles from Homer, just across Cook Inlet. They're about 52 miles away, 54, something like that.
It's over there, Don. See it with the snow?
Yeah. That's Redoubt over there?
I don't know which one's which.
Okay, well, which
One's
one?
54 and one's 52.
I know, what do you say?
Iliyama.
That's either Iliyama or Redoubt, and this one over here is the other one. We don't know which. This is Cook Inlet. The Nilchik, and they're camping on the beach, and they clam down here for razor clams. There's 2 people walking around down there looking for them. Tide's got to be out though, and I don't think the tide is really out.
You have to wear boots, I know that. You have to have a license.
We don't know how you get down there. We didn't know 6 years ago, and we still don't know.
This is some more of the camping on the beach where they clam. on Cook Inlet and Ilchik. All over down here. And there's the campers, and there's a lighthouse. There's something up there, or gift shop or something.
In Homer, Alaska now. And down there is a spit. We took some last time as a spit, but there's a spit again. And we're going down there today now. Mountains behind it. Snow-capped mountains. There's Kachemak Bay. I guess that's Kachemak Bay, I think is what it is.
The glacier hanging in those mountains coming into Homer.
Chuck and Shirley are staying. And we're staying right there. There's where Peg and Jerry are. Right there. And of course right over here is the water. I saw this before, but taking some more, I'm trying to kill a battery. They're eating salmon. So we're up. Well, really should come out. Walking along the big bear.
This is Brooks Falls. Oh, here he is down here. See him? Right down between these guys' arms here.
See, it keeps focusing in with this thing.
Well, then you go further.
There.
Look, he's looking.
Rummaging along. There he's going down. Below the water. There's the other one going up on the rock. I'm looking.
Oh, wow. What?
Okay. Brook Falls. Coming back over by the falls. To the falls, to see where he is compared to the falls. He's walking over towards the falls. He's going to try to get himself a fish. Waiting for one to come up. They're going to sit there and wait, I guess. I must have suction cups for feet because you can sit on that. Go on the edge of that wet rock. It was really a big one. He just came out of the woods over here. Just came out Oh, there, he's coming back. He's big.
Big little fish here, man, down.
Got nothing. He's got a scar on his back. But he's been tagged. Scarred and tagged. Yeah. Close to it now. North County Peak. He's about 70 foot away from it. About 70 foot. He or she, I don't know. I think it's a she. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, and Carol said you got a belly full of fish. Belly is fat. I don't think I took the whole fall. There's a whole fall there. Brook Falls. Brook River Falls. Brook Falls. Into the woods there. And he goes back in there. He almost came up our step here. He walked right up that way. There. Fiddler there. He's going to try his luck, I guess. See how he can do it. Little one, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's a year or two old. I don't know. I don't know what. See how he can do it. See if he has any luck. There he is. Not yet. He's trying. Maybe he'll have to look. Go and look on the other side. He's going to go out. Raining pretty hard, as you can see. The water up there now. He's looking for one that got up the falls. The wrong side of the falls. There's one coming out. I don't know if we've seen him before, but the fourth one we've seen. foot away from it. 2 foot, I would say. Eventually we're going to see him get to the family. Maybe whip him up with something. Well, I guess he's just nosing around in the falls. Plane going over, he kind of looked up. Didn't get me. I thought he did, but he didn't. It was pretty animal. Quite a while looking for family. Just looking around, he found nothing yet. Looks like he's going to go down the falls. He's just going to sit there.
Photo off, photo. Right there.
Sit there now and wait for the
Jeff.
pretty close to the edge of the rock.
It's not.
Edge of the fall. Then he comes back again.
He's right on the... I don't think he's... Whoa!
Up into the woods now. They said fishing ain't very good today. I don't know what color bird that is, but he's pretty. Pretty color. Magpie? Somebody here with a magpie, so I guess it is. I don't know. Our campsite today. We're on the same campground, but we're up at the top of the hill. Oh, we can look right over everything down here now. The glacier we saw the other day from on top of that turnout up there, where the sign was, the welcome sign. And this is going around. This is overlooking the harbor now. There's a spit at the end of a spit. I was all-terrain vehicle just went by. That's the lake we took off from yesterday to go out to see the bears. We're going to eat lunch someplace. We're up on the Skyline Drive or East Hill Drive or something like that. It's high up anyhow. It's on a bluff overlooking it. There's the rest of Homer down there now. And walk down the street about 100 feet or so, 200 feet. That's the rest of it. And there's spit out there again. It's a plane we went out to see the bears yesterday on. All mountain air. And that's where we went. That seats 4 plus a pilot.
This is Homer Spit. This is a land out into the bay from Homer. And there's a freighter that they're putting logs on now. They have logs and what is that?
Wood chips
wood
or
chips.
sawdust or something.
They never did that 6 years ago. And these are the RVs and all the shops, and they have 2 campgrounds now out here. They have glaciers over here, mountains.
Cameron's public land.
Oh, then that's a better place.
Registration and information.
To take a picture of the harbor, and when the halibut comes in, we'll take a picture of that. These are all the little shops. There's the Salty Dog Saloon where the lighthouse light is shining.
I don't think we'll find one down this way. I'll probably have to go back there.
There's the Salty Dog Saloon.
Here, might as well get this statue here right away.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull in there, go right down that way. This is a Seafarer's Memorial, and it's of a man from the sea, I guess. It ain't gonna come out the man's face.
This is Norman Lowell's studio and galleries. He's been here since 1958. He's from Iowa. And he has
beautiful pictures inside, paintings.
Paintings in there. One of a glacier calving. It's fantastically beautiful. There's a fireplace he built in there.
Okay, now we shut it off.
Unique.
Here's a homestead. That's where they lived when they first came up here. Maybe I'll take some inside of it. And as they had children, it expanded. But this on this left-hand side is what was there first, I guess. One room. They had things hanging up from the ceiling and all over the roof. And I'll turn around, looking the other way. You can see the floor. It's really uneven. I'll get it from the door. See how uneven the floor is. And the stove's sitting very much on an angle. It's settled quite a bit. You see the smoke act, the chimney has come apart. House now where he lives.
There's a lot of flowers.
A lot of improvement too.
Greenhouses and a vegetable garden.
Very pretty. About a half mile off the road. About 15 miles from Homer. Moose. There's a cow. Moose. And there's two little ones right over there. Littler ones anyhow. They're coming out now. I'm going to walk a little closer. There's another one.
See if Craig and Jerry would have come here. Are you on the road?
Across the road, I think.
I'll go up there to eat.
I got him there now. Here, Moose.
No, don't say come here.
There's one of the calves with her. Ones. Oh, come on. There's another little one by her. In the back of her. There she's going to come. They're crossing the road now. Went off in the. There's Mount Redoubt from our campground now. It's that way. And that's the mountains we came through the other day with the airplane. Somewhere along there we did. Or up above a little further. Truck right in the center of the picture, parked back there. And then there's about 3 rows of trailers or units. Here you can see there it's the closest one to the beach, or to the, not to the beach. There's the second row, and then there's the third row, and then ours back there. I'll go down and get some more of this camera, the picture of the mountains. Looking from the campground all along. That one I can't remember the name of. Iliama, I think is the name of that mountain. Then it goes up. And there's Redoubt. And I can't get up to the next one. I can't go far enough to get up to there. But they're very pretty and they're really up in the air. I think I had these the other night, Saturday night, when we were here with Chuck and Shirley. And we came looking for whales. But they're really up there in the air. This is from the campsite, looking down at the campground, looking down at the thing. I think I had it before, but I'll take it again. Somebody wants it taken again. There, this is at night now. This is about 10 o'clock at night.
I hope you're having fun.
But just look at the glow of those clouds. The sun on those clouds.
There's 3 girls and a boy, I think, swimming in this cold water. Having a ball. And we're sitting here freezing with our winter coats and our caps on, waiting for the whales. Boat's going out.
Portage Glacier. Now this is a little glacier. This isn't Portage here. It's just like a cap over the top. more like a snowpack. But it does have a glacier part right in there. There's Byron Glacier up there. And then I'll swing over here and get Portage. There's Portage way back up in and out.
Way down to the water 6 years
And it
ago.
used to be way down in the water. And here's the icebergs from it. Right in front of the visitor center now. Last week when we were here, it was all hazy and rainy and that you couldn't even see much. Today it's pretty.
Windy though.
There's another glacier hanging up in there.
Windy.
I don't know what that is. It's still windy. Yeah. Pretty blue icebergs though.
We're back around Turnagain Arm now, and it's a really beautiful day. Sunny, 60s probably, 60. Pretty scenery. Didn't say this Cook Inlet, Turnagain Arm. There's some pretty colored mountains there. Well, now I got trees. This is on where Turnagain Arm is. This is called the Birdhouse Bar because it's in Bird Creek area. And there's the bird. It's a ramshackle building. We've been in it before. It's kind of neat to go in it. Blue bird there. The little bar out here on Cook Inlet. Where all the fishermen are, Bird Creek, a lot of them rather. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get it as we're going by here in Bird Creek. They're fishing shoulder to shoulder. Oh boy, are they. Woo! It's part of the road that's going around Turnagain Arm here, Cook Inlet. Let's see if we can see some doll sheep in another mile or so.
There's baby doll sheep or there's doll sheep right on the side of the road here now, up on the hill. Let me hold mine. Okay. Got him right in there. He's looking to have his picture taken.
Yeah, the other one's facing. Oh yeah, the other one's coming, showing too. There's one way up too, on next rock. Way
I
up.
don't see him.
Well, he's way up. You can't see.
The little one. That's just a little one with
And
mother
there was
there.
one way up there, but I think he's behind the tree.
Got him. It's three
Oh,
or
that
four.
one's stretching here on this bottom rock. He's doing
I
something to
can
his
get
foot.
him. The other one's going over
There
the
he's
rock.
walking, see it?
Got him now, walking down the rock.
The other one's gonna get up and do it too. Way up there, there's three.
Yeah, well,
There's three of them way up there.
this is the visitor center in Palm.
Center, but this is pretty blue flowers called lobelia. So pretty in the hanging baskets. This is a sled dog. That's the way the sleds are. And then this, I wanted to take a picture of the cabbages. The way they grow up here, like 80 pounds. And they get really big. They have such good ground up here, and everything grows so well.
This is Matanuska Valley. We just came out of Palmer. We're going over towards Glenallen now.
This is Matanuska Glacier, our first view of it. We'll see a couple of other views now, going from Palmer to Glenallen on this road. Pretty day, sunny. This is still the Matanuska River, and it winds and winds, and when there's more snow melt, then it gets wider.
There's the Matanuska Glacier now. We're going to eat lunch here. Mountains. And there's the river.
There's part of that Matanuska Glacier rolling over there, and it goes 27 miles long. And there it looks like another one overhang there. It's called Lion's Head. I don't exactly know what that is.
I think the one right over the corner and it's still really
Yeah.
thick enough.
This is Caribou Creek down in here. This is a canyon. This is a winding, curving road, and there's some bald mountains there. I don't know if I can get it now. Oh, sweetie, I didn't let it record the whole time.
I know. I mean,
Is that a roadrunner? It's a magpie. Yeah. Bunkin breakfast, not a bed breakfast, a bunkin breakfast. Well, I haven't seen a milepost. What are those over there?
Yeah.
They're a different color. There they are. Yeah, I think so.
There's just another pretty view along the road. Mountains. Come around here, we'll see the tip of a glacier. I guess that's, well, there must be the tip of it coming in up there. The rest of the mountains going on around.
There's the place we stopped to see if we could get some cinnamon rolls in the restaurant. And there's a little outhouse liquor store. After we got done with 8 miles of construction on the road, we're, I don't know, 30 miles from Glen Ellen maybe. Anyway, there's a pretty mountain with the glaciers on top and snow ahead of us. Don't know the name of this one, but oops. Very bumpy road. Lots of frosties in this one.
You can be able to swing over and get that to the left. I don't know. Maybe when we get down here past the end of these trees.
And there's some more mountains with snow and glaciers on top. Oops.
Ran in.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes they almost look prettier away than they do
Yeah.
real close. Look at that peak on that one.
Yeah, I
wheel
see
to
it.
the
One
right.
on the right. It's got a real peak on it. Very pretty. This is pretty here. The road is a little bumpy, but this is a beautiful view going down this hill. We're going on the Richardson Highway down to Valdez. And we'll get into Canyon later, Keystone Canyon and waterfalls. There's a road. And the Alaskan pipeline goes by this road. This is the Alaska pipeline running up the base of the mountain here. And it runs 800 miles from Prudhoe Bay down to Valdez. See if I can get some more of it.
It is down in the dip.
Yeah, there it is, that silver pipe running along. There's a waterfall. There's a glacier. The mountain up ahead of us. Going down, 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 kind of in a valley
Hey, look at
canyon.
that glacier now. Glacier's over there.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
No, but I had it. A couple more glaciers. Big high mountains here. There's jagged peaks of mountains up here.
Even to the left a little bit is more.
Very jagged. Some more of that glacier. 2 of them. For sure this is Worthington Glacier. You could drive almost up to the face of it. A few miles from here. It's a pretty one.
I'm gonna turn the corner.
Here it is again. Looks like it's coming right down to the road. This is Worthington Glacier.
There's a Worthington Glacier, and we're stopped at a little pull-off. About 30 miles from Valdez. But it comes down pretty close to the road. Not as close there, probably, as it does over there. I think this is the one that's 27 mile long. Goes up into the mountains 27 miles. Pretty. Here's a couple blue spots right in here, real blue. And then here's the glacier. And I walked up 6 years ago. There's a path goes up along there. Well, you can see the path going right up there on the center of that thing. I walked up that path 6 years ago. Not this time, no. I had enough of that. But there you walked up the path. There's people right there sitting on them rocks. They're on the path. And it goes on up. Somewhere or other it winds around and
There's a
goes.
person way up on top. Can you pick that person out?
I don't see it. Oh, there's a person standing right there in the center of the picture. Little chunks of ice that fell off it. It does come down in the water. We didn't realize it did. A little pond. There's a little chunk of ice there. And come over there. That's the extent of its calving. Here's a little different view of the blueness. But it's blue. And there's some of it coming down over there. That's on the other side of that little knob, that rock. Oh, again. Okay, starting.
Thank you. This is Keystone Canyon. Beautiful canyon. Drive through. There's waterfalls. There's 3 important waterfalls in here. The first one is Riddleson. Next one is Bridalveil. The next one is Horsetail. Horsetail? Yeah. This must be one of them, huh? Doesn't say so though, does it? There's the river, Low River. It's called Lowe.
That might be part of that tunnel. No?
Low Railway Tunnel.
Yeah. You have to get on the way back.
There's a waterfall over there.
There's one.
It's shining too much.
Looks like Dead Horse Gulch.
That's pretty coming in here. Here's that Low River. I can't get the river. Every time I try it goes away.
A lot of moisture on the wall.
Here it's
This is Bridalveil Hall. Bridalveil Fall. I think that's what I said. I don't think I said anything different.
called Horsetail Falls. It looks like a horse's tail. Pretty. Yeah. That's,
Doing more adjusting, I guess. I don't know.
oh. I still can't get the river.
Huh?
Still can't get the river. It's a silly looking river anyway.
There's the falls there.
Yeah. Pretty falls, but that's from the other way.
Yeah.
13 miles to
Well, you
Valdez.
take the canvas.
There's a big old chunk of rocks sticking up there. Middle.
We can take that when we go back up the other way.
Okay. I think we're almost out of the canyon now, aren't we? I think
Yeah.
so.
We're out.
See how long
There, this is from our campground. There's little clouds in there. And that's overlooking the grocery store that's next to us.
waterfall.
This is a mountain. Is there anybody coming in behind me? There's a waterfall. And up there is more mountains. We're down in Valdez now. This is a
Come
camp.
over here, there's glaciers.
Yeah,
Here. You know what? Who that comes?
this is some more of it here. There's another glacier.
The Gold Rush Parade in Valdez, Alaska. Windy and cool here. These are the classic cars.
Jane and King John were high school sweethearts and got married in 1969. They first moved to Valdez in 1975.
The Gold Rush days.
The 51 DSC. Behind them is a 41 Chevrolet pickup. Did you recognize the occupants of the bed there?
That's the Mr. Santa Claus and Mrs.
Get on this side to snow coach in
Oh,
Yellowstone.
that's like we use for a snow coach in Yellowstone, he says. The doggy.
Look at that moon go around.
Yeah.
Cover view. That's a totem pole.
You don't want no mom. Here, give it to that little boy.
Truck with an eyelash and the headlights for eyes and a mouth. Can girl. The Air Force Band.
Air Force Base here?
There's the Gold Rush days. The Indian. Prince William Sound Community College. The DC-3 out here. We used in World War II, and we're going to take a little flight over a glacier with it, over the Columbian Glacier. They got a special on it today, so we're going to take it, Carol and I. It's only an hour flight. They know at least it's got two engines, our other had one.
Over here, headed the right way. There's a place that can't make it out to well at this point, don't worry. This is William Sound now, we're going out. I moved to a different seat, I'm on the other side of the plane from Carol. Looking backward. This is looking up one of the fjords. Where's out through here? Out here in front.
No, but you could take a picture of this.
There's so many points in time right there. Pretty pilot boats hanging out with some rocky coal. Looking out the other side of the boat. Once again, that's coming up just off the left side of the aircraft. Just off the right side of the aircraft, just behind the right wing now is Bly Island, the infamous spot where the Exxon Valdez hit something hard. We'll get a little closer look at that. Just the village here is running orthodox.
Yeah, we're coming up on the village.
Once again, just off the right side of the aircraft. Down here over the narrows and some of the protective shelters. Douglas DC-3s after a production run of just about 10,700. In talk to us which one they like best. We're counting on utilizing this aircraft for the next several years.
I guess from Columbia Glacier, I guess. All icebergs out here from the Columbia Glacier.
Yeah. I figured that earthquake is not so real.
The glacier yet.
I'm waiting to come up here. On the glacier. Yeah, from here.
From the glacier. Ice pack, I guess.
Looking back this way, okay?
The other side, the South Carroll side. Oh, and the water flows. The float.
Glacier here, the renowned blue, many years old, and having all the air bubbles and plus the impurity. It isn't really blue, but what happens on a fairly overcast day like we have here, the light that is allowed through the clouds. A bit of an overcast for glacier viewing is much preferred in terms of bringing that bluish
Klondike Glacier.
out of the ice. You'll see 2 or more glaciers flowing into each other, dredging up the gravel beneath them, and depositing it through the top of the glacier, theoretically reaching all the way to the valley floor.
Oh, there's a ribbon. Glacier coming down.
Columbia Glacier, mostly renowned as
We're trying to bring this in as close as
pretty
possible.
busy shipping channels. And it's easy to see.
Well, I don't think it's going to
It
get
is a big
clear
glacier,
there.
no doubt about it. However, Alaska,
I got it. Real blue. Now, the black stripes in it. That's dirt. Right down here, boys, in the dirt. Stripe. Where they, 2 of them came together. Now I'm going to the left.
Now we're turning around. Wow. Great. Never find them.
Coming over the top. Maker over here. And then here's one over here on this side. Hang it right there. The one coming down here. Head on, didn't realize it. Now we're back out over water. I guess it's Prince William Sound again now. We're coming back. There's Valdez, I'm sure it is. You're loading up. Valdez Terminal.
runway 2 or Valdez. We'll have you on the ground in just about
The stewardess is just like that. She used to.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's fine. As long as you guys got one or not.
She's dressed like the airlines and
Your picture of
parties.
There's Era Classic Airlines, what we were.
Yeah, I know.
Can you come to could you come to the door? Right to the door?
Well, here, let me get out of the way.
Well, you they're fine, both of you.
I think he wanted you in the picture.
Going back from Valdez up to Glen Allen and then Toke.
This is Keystone Canyon again. We passed the two falls and see if we can get a video of the Riddleson Falls that we missed coming down. And there's little logs coming, and there's the Low River, L-O-W-E. There's an old railroad tunnel. I can get it in here. There we go.
It was abandoned before they got it done.
Abandoned before they even got it done, he says. And there should be Riddleson Falls here. I don't know. Don't see any. Used to be a railroad. We either missed the falls or there was no sign there, so I guess it's not very big anymore. This is the Wrangell Mountains. I think it's Mount Sanford, Mount Drum. Look at the rest. I can't go all the way around. A lot of snow-capped mountains. I don't know if it's glaciers or mountains or snow. It's like a fish wheel that somebody makes. And this is how they catch the fish, the Indians do, or the Alaskans now. Some of the Alaskans are allowed to do it. They use it by the chitna. Takes it up and fish get caught, it turns and the fish get caught in there and flops it out on the side. This is the Wrangell Mountains again. Wrangell, St. Elias, I guess. Different view. Now we're on the Toke Cutoff, going from Glen Ellen to Toke. What river is this? Do you know?
I don't know.
No, I don't see a glacier. It says there's a glacier. Oh, up on here, he says. Clouds hanging in there too. And this is the river. I don't know what river it is. Galconda River, I believe. Well, this is a beautiful picture. It's cool and brisk this morning, and they've got the sun's hitting this mountain with all the snow on it. Fantastic. Yeah, that's another one. Well, there's clouds there too. That one's so pretty. That's pretty. This is a really jagged peak here. And there's that Mount Sanford. The sun's hitting it differently now. I can't get around here.
Maybe I can.
I don't know if I'm getting it or not.
Yeah, you are.
It's dead. No, it's dead.
Turn over that.
This is the top of the World Highway we missed last time. 23 miles of construction there. There goes the road up there. Way out. All gravel. Ooh. Bumps. This is the road now going around, and this is some construction, looks like. Well, it said construction. Okay, now we have a pilot car ahead of us. A little construction up there.
We're really flying.
Stopping again. No, we're starting again. Over this nice road. Been working on it for a couple years, I believe. It was completed in '53, but they're reworking it, as you can see. And out here, we have a lot of trees. It says, and then we have a big,
About 10 or 12 foot
whatever this is up here. What do you call this?
in the back. No, it ain't a backhoe either.
This is what we're going on. Hopefully it's only the 23 miles. It's interesting, you say?
Yeah.
They call this the top of the world highway, and it looks like it, but
More like the end.
it's called the Taylor Highway. There comes another big
Slick.
vehicle. Oh boy, they watered it so it's slick instead of being dusty, but makes it dangerous. Got a pilot car out in front of us.
This stuff is very slick.
The road we're going on. We lost the pilot car now.
Don't come in because the windshield's dusty.
A few holes. There's the road going up there. This guy got off the road a little bit here.
See? It's broke loose.
Motor on. Yuck. Well, this is a little bit better road now. For all the construction. This bird take a little bit of the scenery. Oh, there's our top of the world part of it, I guess.
Yeah, now we know why that guy drank that bottle while we were...
Well, it isn't too bad now, but it sure wasn't too good.
Picture of Chuck and his whiskey bottle. Chuck's taking a drink after that wine.
Okay, but now we're
Can't get them. We're still in Alaska. We're going to be hitting Canada border after chicken.
You got about 65 miles to go yet.
Lose an hour there. We have 9% of Don grade here. Yeah, we're at the West Fork Denison River here. And someone had a little problem. One has a flat tire back there, and this one has a broken spring. So they're doing the good deed here with a few bystanders.
the superintendent.
Oh, superintendent.
Are you the sidewalk superintendent? Oh, that's right.
How's going, Jack here?
Well, you're losing threads through that tire, too.
Once we get them up,
Ted Homer, you never heard that name at all.
What's that?
Ted Homer.
This is the Denison River. This is the Denison River, West Fork. Prettiest part of the road so far to break down at. Clouds are pretty today. It's pretty and sunny anyway. Oh, we're back on the road again, up towards Chicken after they fixed spring. Got pretty clouds up here. Gravel road, not as bad as it was. We're coming into the small community of Chicken, Alaska. Oh God. Downtown Chicken, Alaska. I think they have like 37 people here. There's their restrooms. There's their up until Emporium Saloon and Cafe. We might eat a bite there. We'll have to see. Yeah, we had a bowl of chili and a blueberry pie and chicken, and that was real good. Now we got, I wanted to get Chuck coming around there, and I missed him. There's Peg and Jerry. Going around this mountain here with a drop off on the side. There's the view from up here. South Park River, I believe, we're going down to. There. Round and round she goes. Now up comes Chuck and Shirley down the hill. The Park River there. The sky is so pretty with the trees. Isn't that pretty?
Sky.
Yeah, sky and the trees. Some of the scenery from the top of the world highway. Going from Junction of Eagle up towards Dawson City. More like the end of the road instead of the top of the world. The road over there. Going on all the way up. Pretty scenery there. Whoops. Trees went by.
This is from the top of the World Highway now, and this is panning around. We just crossed the border. There's the border station. We just came back into Canada. Windy up here. I guess you can tell that by the microphone. The view is getting better. So far the road hasn't been anything sensational. It's getting better. There's the 3 units sitting. There's Carol walking. There's Shirley. There's Chuck. And Jerry just went in there. Windy up here. We're above timberline. Here it is again. This is just right by the truck now. It's just looking around. I'll bring it around. There's a road going up there. It rides right along the ridge of the mountains the way it looks. We just lost an hour. So it's now 4:59 instead of 6:59, or instead of 3:59 like it was. Just took that time off because the time is always wrong.
highway now. We're going on the top of the world in Yukon, Canada. A little bit better than the other side in Alaska. So, there's some scenes from the top of the world highway. Looks like on the top of the world too. Finally, we got a decent road.
Hey, Donald, Doug, why don't you go over up here and hold distance?
Here's the one side of the road. Try to go in between the bugs. It's pretty view there. The road is not as good as it was, but better than the Alaska part. Very pretty views. Some fireweed. I haven't seen animal up here, or even a squirrel, or anything. So many raindrops and bugs here.
This is, again, now this is off to the north of the road. I guess it's north. We're supposed to be headed east and west. We're supposed to be headed east on an east-west road, but we don't know if we're actually going north or south or east, or we know we ain't going west. Bring it in. I don't think it's as pretty when you bring it in as it is when you leave it out, though. No snow in these mountains.
The Yukon River. Shoot. Go on.
Well, this is Dawson City we're overlooking. That's part of it, I guess, down there. Here's the other part right here from up on top of the hill. There's the Yukon River. Big area. The ferry, we're going to cross the ferry into Dawson City after a while, whenever they get around to us.
There goes Chuck. Gonna drive on the free ferry across the Yukon we just came across. Uh-huh.
The water in front of you.
And there's Peg and Jerry. Oh, it was all blurry. It's Peg and Jerry, but there's a truck going on first. There they go.
in the center of the road we came down yesterday. And around that mountain, down. And this is part of White House, you know, Dawson City. Church in Dawson City, I don't know what church it is, but they're they're re-roofing it, putting new sheeting on it, and that. Or they just put a new roof on it altogether the way it looks. Here's Klondike. No, Northern Expression here. And here's Klondike Kate's over here.
It's a place to eat. Purveyors of clean rooms, fine foods, and potable spirits.
A new log house being built. There's a taxi cab with a dog in it. And this is not the front street, this is another street. 2nd Street. Looking south, I guess, on 2nd Street. In Dawson City. Some tourists gotten away. There's Yukon River Cruise building. It's got grass on the roof. It's their office. This is Front Street now. I better take some of that. There's the Northwest Territories Visitor Center. And this is looking down Front Street now. All dirt streets are they're gravel. Dawson City Fire Department, suburban. Where's the levee? Here's a little. I can't think of the name of those things again. There's somebody's raft. He's probably just rafting the river in it. And he's sitting right along shore, right along the levee.
Oh, I thought he had a motor on it, but
No.
it's a boat next to it.
Yeah, right. Boat next, but he takes it along with him, I guess. And down there is a Yukon Loo, little paddle wheeler that goes up and down the river. It's an excursion.
Yeah, it goes to Pleasure Island.
Oh, the Treasure Island.
Pleasure.
Island.
And that, I didn't ask her. I think that's an old historic.
There's a hotel, downtown hotel, and Sourdough Saloon. This is looking down some other street. I think Temple in Dawson City. And over here is Diamond Tooth Gertie. That's a casino. Gambling hall. And a casino. Casino. It's also has 3 follies. This is where the forest fire went through. Now we're at Minto, Yukon territory on the Klondike Loop Highway, and right there on the right half of the picture, basically it burned it, and it burned it right down to the ground, you can see. And on the left hand side of the picture from here, that's the campground we're in. It just burned right down along it. It came right up to it. It took about an hour for it to get by, and that was the 20th of June of this year. So they were really lucky, because you can see there's just nothing left of grass or anything. But the fireweed is coming back, and that's only been about a month and a half ago. So you can see how the fire went through. We saw a whole lot of it, I guess, about the last 10 mile coming down here. See, when it goes through, it just burns it to nothing. It just stripped them, and some of the trees are. This is the campground we're in now. You can see it's a very pretty camp. And it was all saved. There's the pretty buildings over here. Now they'd have been burnt if it had been gone. The other side of that road there, and it burnt right up to the depth of a row of trailers. That's how far it come. And then it quit. Just was supposed to be, I guess, office. And there's the restrooms. And that's a little restaurant there, right? Cafe or something. The White Horse Dawson Road. Just read it right quick, Carol.
Whitepass and Yukon Route Company built the Overland Trail in 1902 to handle their winter mail contract. By the late 1930s, however, the road was abandoned after regular air mail service began. An all-season highway from Whitehorse to Dawson completed in 1955 followed parts of the older route. The efficiency of the new road marked the end of the stern-wheeler travel and many river settlements. Portions of the original wagon road can still be seen on the right as you travel downstream.
It's a road up that way. These are pictures of the fire. Here's another one. Think.
Right here.
Yeah, okay.
Right here.
Tape in.